Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Foliage. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So today we are going to be talking about a very beautiful plant called as Geranium. Now they come in lot of different colors, lot of different varieties of flowers. Now this one is red. It has already bloomed in my other house long back, and now when it was shifted over here, it was not doing quite well. It only had 3-4 leaves. But now you can see there is a lot of new growth, which is really exciting, and she's also flowering as well. Probably in a couple of days the blooms will open up, but right now it's still growing. It's not completely grown. This entire portion that you're looking right now over here, this is all the new growth. It wasn't there earlier, so it's slowly starting to turn bushy. Now when I'm talking about the care requirements, the soil has to be loose, porous and well draining. The same soil that I use for all my foliage plants and flowering plants. I'll put the link in the description below. And what I have been doing is, because I have started seeing the blooms coming out, I started adding liquid compost water or the liquid fertilizer. I do it once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks because it's flowering right now. And I dilute it in water and then provide it for the plant. So the plant is doing extremely well. A lot of new growth, as you can see. It looks extremely beautiful. Now I have placed it in a place where it gets a good amount of light. Morning direct sunlight is what it gets, so it's doing extremely well. And here is another one. Now this was a small cutting that I got 4 weeks back. I'll share the picture on I'm going to share the picture on the right hand side, how it looked earlier. So the picture that you're seeing right now was when I got the cutting. After that, you can see there were a lot of broken leaves and all that, so I cut off those leaves, and then after a few days it started to grow. And now here you can see this is after 4 weeks. It's such a small plant, but it's already starting to bloom, which is really surprising because I never knew that they can bloom at such a small stage, but it's already blooming now. I'm just excited to wait and see what color it's going to be. Most probably I think it is the color pink, but again I'm not very sure. Once it blooms I will definitely show you guys as well. So very soon I'm hoping to collect some more colors. Right now I think I have the red one and I have the pink one. Again I have to wait. They come in variety of colors, so I will try to collect as many as I can. Again, the same care for the small one as well. I'm giving it a good amount of fertilizers once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks. Ensure that you do not let the soil dry completely. When you tend to see that the upper layer of soil is dry, at least 2 inches, then go ahead and water it. Again, the soil has to remain the same, loose, porous and well draining. And another thing that I wanted to show you guys over here, now because they tend to flower, so there are going to be these kind of mealybugs or insects like this that are going to come up on the plant. So I'm going to show you how you can treat this. So what I'm going to do is, I have hand sanitizer over here and I'm going to just add a little bit on. This much is enough, as you can see, 1 drop, not even a 1 drop, less than a drop. And now the place where you tend to see the bug, just clean it off with the help of this, and the moment you turn it, it will get collected in it. See this? It's very simple. So this is how I tend to clean it off if I tend to see any bugs or anything like this. Apart from this, I don't see anything else. That was the only one. So it's always better to take care of it at the early stage before it starts to spread. That is the reason why you have to be extremely careful. Always check the under part of the leaves if there is anything that is growing, especially this one because it's blooming. And you can see I'm quite excited. There is another bloom as well that is going to be coming up. Let me focus. There's another bloom that is coming up, so we're going to have 2 blooms on this. So whenever it tends to bloom, that means it's going to take up a lot of energy and it requires a good amount of nutrients in the soil, because you can see it's growing a lot. And as and when the plant starts to grow, the leaves will become darker. Right now the leaves are a little on the pale yellow color, but as and when the plant starts to grow, the color is going to get a little bit more dark green in color. And this is how this beautiful plant looks. So this was all about the care requirement. just give it a good amount of light. The more light you give it, the more faster the blooms will come. If you're going to keep it in a shaded area, then the plant will definitely grow, but there won't be much blooms. So right now this plant is getting afternoon sunlight as well, but the sunlight only falls on the upper portion. The pot is under a slab. I'll show it to you. It's under a slab, so only the upper portion tends to get light and the lower portion does not get affected with light. Otherwise, during afternoons the pot will get heated and the soil will get heated. So the pot below is getting covered with shade and the upper portion tends to get light. I'll show it to you in a while. So basically the plant is kept like this. As I said, this is the slab. So this when the afternoon sunlight comes, it only comes on the upper portion of the plant, and then this slab tends to cover or give indirect light to the lower portion of the plant. So the soil does not get heated and even the pot does not get heated, and that's way I have seen that it started blooming much faster. Earlier it was kept in morning direct sunlight. It was growing but there were no blooms, but the moment I shifted it over here, the blooms have started to increase. Even the lower one also has started to get the bloom ever since I've shifted over here. So now this is going to be the permanent place of this plant. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.